We'll call the meeting to order. Happy New Year to everybody before we get started. This is our first meeting of the new year, so Happy New Year. Roll call, please.
Dan Horn.
Eva Karlstrom.
Larry Hokenettle.
Scott Meredith.
Elaine Woodhurst-Sloat.
Jerry Ogburn.
Posting of the agenda was
January 9th at 3:30 p.m.
Minutes. Do I have an approval on the minutes?
I'll make a motion we approve the minutes of December, what was it? 10th, 2002.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None opposed. Minutes are approved. Communications. Any public comments? No public comments. Any written communications? No written communications. Reports. Reports from the board. Anything new or exciting going on out there?
I don't know if this is a report, but I have something I want to report, or a acknowledgement. I requested a couple months back that Elaine include in the advertising the merchants, the merchants downtown being open during VillageFest, and that was put in the ads, the advertisements for this year, and I think that's a really good thing to include them. And maybe more of them will stay open as they see that there's more and more people and reasons to stay open downtown. And that was it.
All right. Staff reports. No staff reports. Public reports. No public reports. So at this time, we'll go to the applicants. When we call your name, come up, stand up over here, and show your art or whatever you have to present to us. And if you are approved, Elaine will notify you by telephone what to do. And if you are approved before 5 o'clock, you could go to the city clerk and get your permits that you'll need for the VillageFest, and you won't have to make another trip down here to do so later on. So at this point, we'll start with United Children's Network. All right. How about Dolly Sinatra?
We are here.
We are here. Good to see you again.
This is something we do every year. We offer to the city of Palm Springs and to ourselves an Italian-American festival. Would you pass them out, please? And what we do is keep the culture up for Italian-Americans, and we offer them music, dancing, and of course Italian foods. And this is from 12 to 6 at the Pavilion. Now, why am I here? What good is this without advertisement? We do advertise on the radio and in the newspaper, The Sun, but there's nothing like the street fair on Thursdays. It's probably one of the best things we ever come across. You talk to people, you see them, they're all happy, and we pass out these flyers. So I'd like your permission to do it again on the last 3 Thursdays of this month.
I make a motion that we approve Dolly Sinatra Lodge, Sons of Italy, for their fundraiser.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None opposed.
Thank
Welcome
you.
again.
Thank you. Welcome
Come on
again.
over for a plate of spaghetti.
Thank
Sounds
you very
good.
much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Unity Church of Palm Springs.
Hi, I'm Richard Caddy, representing Unity Church of Palm Springs. And what we are is a church that also is promoting weddings in the Palm Springs area. And what I want to distribute at Thursday night set on Palm Canyon Drive at a booth is brochures that publicize that fact. I personally am on the advisory council for the Palm Springs Bureau of Tourism, and for the last couple of years have headed a movement to bring in more groups. A wedding is nothing more than 2 family reunions. So it's to bolster our tourism base, But frankly, if you don't tell people that you've got wedding sites, they don't come. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Palm Canyon Drive, is handing out information about what we have to offer here in Palm Springs. That's it.
Are you wanting to do this on a full-time basis, or this is just,
Oh, no, it's full-time.
okay.
Yeah. I'm going to do it for 90 days and see what happens and what the reactions of people are. And I've got a nice setup with columns and pictures of the church, et cetera, and other material that people can have to find out if they would like to bring a wedding here.
So your booth will have a wedding kind of feel to it?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it'll be pretty.
Now, would this be on, Elaine, on a rotation basis, or?
Well, we're
how-
nonprofits are when we get to a certain percentage,
Okay,
but we aren't
but we're
quite there
okay.
yet, yeah.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve Unity Church of Palm Springs.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None?
Thank you.
Welcome. Good luck.
Thank you for your time.
Do you guys mind if I keep this?
Yeah, go ahead. No. Sun Up Rotary? Sun Up Rotary?
Alan Bidwell?
Well, Mr. Chairman, since I'm a member of this club and I know absolutely nothing about this, I feel eminently qualified. Since Mr. Bidwell is not here, and believe me, I will talk to him about this. They want to do nothing for sale. It's a game of skill, sing a putt, win a prize, gift certificates, golf balls and accessories, maintain 4 volunteers from 4:45 to 10 what? Anyway, for 6 weeks. It's it's basically a polio fundraiser. And it is a local Rotary Club, nonprofit.
Sounds good.
I make a motion, we approve Palm Springs Sun and Rotary for their Game of Skill booth at VillageFest.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None opposed? Welcome.
Thank you.
Sign
I'm
up.
sure it was because of the strength of the presentation that carried it.
Can't say no to the Rotarians. They've eradicated polio.
Menace Creativity. Okay, a lot of people aren't here. Ricio's Restaurant.
You want me to jump in? Just by way of information, I thought the applicant was going to be here. Richard Riccio approached me. He's a local businessman, owns Riccio's Restaurant on the north end of Palm Springs. And I've worked with the applicants on getting this application where it is. They have health department approval of their booth, as I understand it, or of their cart. But they do have some outstanding items. I don't know what your pleasure is as far as making them be here for the meeting. I had hoped that they would be, and I had told them a couple times that it would be here today. But if you're so disposed to take it up without them in present, I would support it from a staff position. I don't know what your disposition is, your policy is.
We could take it up if you're,
Well, I'm kind of
yeah.
supervise this
Liaison
one.
or-
I'll be the liaison. I guess I drew the short straw. But
Now,
they are reputable. They do have good business. It's something we don't have down there. They're going to be doing tri-tip sandwiches, kielbasa. They will have Polish sausages and hot dogs that we do have. But the intent is to assign them a space up near the farmer's market, so they won't be competing directly with anybody already in the event.
So he's a local restaurant, is
Right.
the Mike Guspick.
Yeah, he is not. He is from Cathedral City. but they are partnering on
Okay,
this.
they're partnering on this?
Yep,
So they'll be using Ricio's as a commissary.
right. Pardon me?
Haven't we always in the past just kind of followed by what they sell at their restaurant? I mean, this is a stretch, isn't it? Or
Well, not real, well, the Kaiser Grill, for example, has a booth, and that's not, they don't typically sell hamburgers.
that's true.
But it's,
I know they've been here forever. I mean, it's a great
Yeah,
restaurant
right.
up on the north. I mean, my gosh, it's
well, Mike has applied for the event before and been turned down because he's not a local business, and I explained to them that was the problem. And they approached us because they, and Richie Riccio, because Richie claims to be a partner in this. Now, I've sort of been bird dogging this because he's been very actively interested in getting into the event, shall we say. So I know your normal policy is that you would have the applicant here, and that's fine. We could defer, you could defer as a board, certainly till the next meeting. But I'm only reporting that I feel comfortable with what they're going to do, and will take it upon myself to see that they comply with all the rules and regulations. But if you want to wait as a board until they're here, that's fine. Certainly your call. I would just like, given the circumstance, I'd like to be able to go back and say, you're approved. It would be nice if I could do that, but not necessary.
Well, I think if you're, what you're saying, you're, representing them.
Personally, I think this sort of food venue on Palm Canyon is a plus, especially when up towards the north where we're lacking in restaurants.
Right.
And tri-tip sandwiches are really popular in other areas,
Sounds
and we don't have
good.
anything
It
like
does.
that at VillageFest.
Yeah.
And it seems like they've gone through the proper channels. Ricio's a commissary, and I'm for it personally.
Okay, is that your motion?
I'll make a motion. We approve Richard Riccio and Mike Ospic for a tri-tip sandwich kielbasa booth at VillageFest.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oppose?
Thank you. I don't intend this to be any kind of a trend that we're doing here today.
Well, it just was coincidentally 2 in a row.
That's right,
Dong Da?
I don't see her.
The one that was turned down.
Essent? Pronounce that right.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know who they are.
Essent? Palm Springs Fun Trips? Hi, how are you?
Happy New Year. I'm
Thank
great.
you too.
My name is Jerry Cambry. I'm tour director of Palm Springs Fun Trips. We promote local activities and destinations here in Palm Springs as a travel agency. And we have partnerships with many of the activities here in Palm Springs. And we have a rack card that is in all of the kiosks and racks throughout the area, about 210 of them. And we'd like to be represented at the VillageFest as well, to hand out the flyer and to answer questions to people interested in various activities in the area. We represent the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway and a number of other things that we do in here, including we also promote the Desert Adventures Jeep tours and a trip out to Joshua Tree National Park. And we have people there to answer questions, and Certified Rack Folder has an intention to go ahead and put a rack card display right at the VillageFest as well. So people can have another opportunity of finding out some things to do in the Palm Springs area.
Do you have booths at any other, like the COD Street Fair, COD Swap Meet, or anywhere else?
No, we haven't done anything at COD.
Is this a sponsorship situation?
I think that's what it would be,
Then we can't sell?
correct.
Yeah, we're not selling, we're just.
Okay, you're not
handing out
selling
flyers. Exactly.
tickets or anything?
No
Okay.
tickets or anything.
So your booth would be a table and some
It'd be
signage?
pretty much a table with signage and some information about area.
Because you said something about a rack,
Certified folder.
Yeah, certified
Yeah.
folder has these
Okay.
big racks
Oh, I
that
see.
hold all the Palm Springs activity rack cards and advertising, and we might have one of those as well. But
You're not
for the
sure?
most part, we'll probably just have this out and some people to answer questions about the activities.
10, 15.
Hmm?
Well, I haven't talked to him.
Oh, the sponsorship fee is,
200.
yeah, 200 each time.
For each week?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little high. Yeah, might not want to do that then.
So we could approve you then, or disapprove you, and then you have the choice to,
What if we were to sell tickets? Would that make it?
we can't sell tickets. That's
Okay.
why I was asking that. That's why I was reading on your application, you have ticket
Mhm.
prices and stuff, so that's why I was
Oh, okay.
questioning.
Okay.
Sponsors can't sell anything. They can
Gotcha.
hand out flyers or cards or things like that, but you can't sell anything on the street.
From another angle, if we're not able to do a sponsorships type of situation, we're going to be promoting a bike ride similar to the Tour de Palm Springs, which is a charity event. It's going to be known as the Evolution of Man. It's for the Save the Joshua Tree Fund. It's going to be a bike ride in March, and we probably want to have a presence maybe at the VillageFest for maybe about 4 or 5 weeks. And as a backup to doing this, if we could have something like that, I suppose beginning with the first week of February, that would be nice as kind of a charity booth.
Right.
You have to file an application for that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
It'd be a
yeah.
separate application.
Okay.
Nonprofit.
All right. Great. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Yes.
So there's no motion, you don't want to do it? Okay, so we'll just. Travel Touch.
Nope.
Victor? You're gonna have to help me on this. Victor, your village. Was that close or?
Close enough.
He's been in VillageFest before. He
Yeah.
knows you.
So, better than planned, you can see all my work down there.
He's a vendor now or was before and is
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
back?
He's been gone for a while, so I've got him.
You saw the pictures.
Same product?
A little different, just different stuff now.
He was doing a lot of bamboo. You still doing
Yeah.
bamboo? Okay.
Not that many. Not that much, yeah. Because breaks easy and kind of hard for me to deal with a product like that.
So did you bring pictures of you making that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to take more, or should I pass it back?
You can pass it.
You did
It's
bamboo
one of
before.
a kind, no? I don't make two the same. Here are the invoices for the supplies. Yeah, I mix solder and wire.
Oh, we have these pictures of somebody making these. There's no pictures with your face in it.
It's me, though.
Let me see your hands. Is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, there's his lip. It's definitely hand-twisted metal, hand-twisted wire. Even this little chain here is all hand done.
Got the same bracelets on.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Bracelets.
I'm trying to identify the hands.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, there's a lip shot. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I just do few pieces like this. I have another business, so I do some art shows in San Francisco too. I don't do that many.
Yeah.
When I have chance, I start making for a couple months, and that's it. No, I won't live doing this kind of things all the time. Yeah. Kind of hard.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make a motion,
But-
we approve Victor Urivilia
Vilka.
Vilke
Yeah.
for, in his jewelry for Village Fest.
All right. Thank you.
Do you have a second?
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None?
All right.
Approved.
Thank you.
Extreme Pet?
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Hi, Laurie Thompson. I manufacture sport leashes, extreme sport leashes for pets, mostly dogs. Country around. It's, I make it out of water ski rope.
This is clever. Something you
Oh, a huge dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can pull you on your skateboard.
That's,
You on this and go down the street.
then I have all
I know
the
somebody that
seats
does
for the
it.
for the parts
That's
that
crazy. Yeah, I guess they do a little bit.
I also have a harness I forgot to bring. It's made of the same material.
What are, basically, this is all pretty much assemblage. Are you knitting any of the rope or
Well,
doing
I
anything?
do some of the, yeah, I do the weaving. Not all the weaving, I did on the end. Some of it, you know, comes in I buy the material and then I work it from there, weave it from there. And these are the, these are the idea behind it, it takes that pressure off when it stretches off the
Yeah.
dog's neck and spine and off the arm. One reason I developed it is I had a bad shoulder and an 86-pound dog that was all over the place. That was 5 years ago, so I had to
So
come up
you,
with something.
you buy this material here in that fashion, like this right here,
No,
this braided.
no.
You,
But, let me, there's a red, there it is. It basically comes like that.
Mhm.
And then I weave it and all that from there. I buy this material. It's water ski rope. It comes out of a mill out of Ontario, Canada. It's polypropylene, not nylon.
Seems like it's quite a commercial thing to me, doesn't it?
yeah, it's kind of on the fence too, as far as assemblage.
You come from Colton.
Yes, sir.
I guess basically what we're, this is more assemblage than handcrafted, where you bought components and put them together, or that's why I was asking you if you knitted the rope or, wove it or anything, which you don't. So, it falls into the, being assembled, and we require 75% handcrafted, meaning you would make 75% of the product yourself.
Mhm.
So if you could sway us
Well,
towards
I'm
that
not-
position
well,
would help us.
I'm not sure if I understand what you mean. I make 100% of it. I have to, I mean,
Well,
it's
you-
like anything else, you have to go out, at wood, you don't grow the tree,
Right. But usually our wood products have been carved or
Right.
something
No,
like
I
that.
I do weave it. I do it. There's a lot of weaving in this. I just buy the raw material, then weave it from there. I have to, if you notice the end of it's woven up in here, you can't see it because.
Right, well, you pulled it back and pushed it
Well,
through.
right, yeah, I weave it up in
Looped it
there.
back in.
Yeah. It won't hold together if I
Right,
don't do that.
yeah.
And I also developed it.
It's a nice concept, I'd like to
Yeah,
see
it's-
it, but it really doesn't fit into our rules and regulations that we have to stand by.
Okay.
It's a nice
Unless the
product.
board has other feelings,
I don't
as
think
we're
it-
pretty well,
It's
have
a
our
great
hands
product.
tied.
I mean, I love, the concept is
Yeah.
great. It just doesn't quite fit.
Well, the reason I came down, because I noticed, I came down and looked at the show, and there was lots of dogs and no
Yeah.
pet parts.
Yeah. I know.
Well, if you can think of a way to create it all yourself artistically, then it's a different story.
Yeah, yeah. Then it probably wouldn't hold up.
The ski rope's a
You
good
said
idea.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't use the nylon or go with that flat nylon. It deteriorates in time and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I make a motion to deny extreme pet products under the rules.
I second
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None?
yeah.
Sorry.
All right, well, thank you for your
It
time.
Great
is a
idea, though. I
nice-
hope you
yeah.
do well with it.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you.
fabulous.
Thank you.
Sandy Factor?
Hi.
it.
I didn't know you'd be in a thing with it. It's gonna be kinda hard to put it around. Make jewelry, cut and polish the stones. I've got some examples. I do some intarsia work where I glue together the stones, different kinds, opals, agates, and then I'll wire wrap them. I do some lost wax casting. I made these earrings and this eagle and this ring and this. I didn't make the bracelet, but I did the inlay. Maybe I should pass pictures around more than those things.
Whatever you can pass, like
Okay, here's, all right, I have pictures of me making it.
Where else do you
and
show?
receipt. I have some things in the Redlands Art Gallery and all the shows. I was in Art for Heaven's Sakes in Redlands, which is a juried show. I've been up in Lake Arrowhead in that juried show. Basically, I'm a psychotherapist, and this is my therapy. So I was an art teacher with deaf children for about 20 years, and now I'm kind of doing this as a hobby, but eventually when I retire, just to be doing it. So let me see. I did cast these and make these opal things. I cast that silver eagle. I like to do the intarsia pieces because it's kind of different, where I'll combine stones, opal and lapis, and then I'll wire wrap it, or I'll put a gold thing on this.
This is one of those you glued together?
Yes, this is
Pretty.
just like,
It's
that's
pretty.
lapis and the boulder opal, which
Mhm.
I love.
It's pretty.
piece of Australian opal
Mhm.
and lapis. That's got peridot and boulder opal. But this is kind of
You
how
make
it-
these,
how it starts. No, I buy those.
you buy this,
I-
but you make the
I
stone
make the
like we saw
stones,
and glue
right.
it together.
I'm doing more of my own silver work and lost wax casting. I've got all the equipment. I'm just starting to do that. 'cause
You
I
did
did
this.
in a class, yes. I was in
Mhm.
Georgia at William Holland Lapidary School
Mhm.
for 2 years in a row and used their equipment.
Mhm.
Here's some pictures. Trying to see in here what I've got. Like this is a piece of lapis and Australian opal, and then I wire wrapped it.
It's heavy.
Mhm.
So sort of a variety of different things. Mostly silver, not as much gold. Cost me too much money to buy the materials. Trying to pass some things that are easier to pass around.
Yeah, I don't think you have to pass
Okay,
them, though. We've seen
okay,
them.
get an idea. On these bracelets, I did not make the bracelets. Like, I would cut and polish the stones.
Whoops.
It's heavier than you think, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just
it's way,
tumbles
it's
right
way
up.
too heavy. It was like my first attempt.
It's not like an ear ring, is it? Your
No,
earlobe will
it'd-
be
it'd
down
be-
there.
Exactly. That's true. I don't know if one passes raw materials or not.
I think we saw
Link
some.
there.
I think they're over there now. So really, the stones are all unique because
Yeah.
you make them all and polish them so they wouldn't be pretty.
Yeah, all the raw materials, and then I like to combine, 2, 3, sometimes even 4 or 5 different stones together, and then either wire wrap it, so then the entire piece I've made, or I'll put a little clip on from, Trips or whatever the store.
Do you sign any of your pieces?
Sometimes. Sometimes I do. Oh, this is another one that I cast and made the opal, mosaic opal for.
Real hand
This is a nice one.
close-up pictures.
Yeah.
Well, I took a digital photography class and I kind of got super turned on to it. I want to do a website down the line for my jewelry, so.
Did you alter this stone, or is that just the way it is?
It's got like a picture underneath it.
Okay.
With, looks like a little
I saw it,
umbrella.
I
Yeah.
saw it in the
Right.
walls.
Right.
It's real unusual.
I do all the shows up in Idlewild too, that's where I live. The
Yeah,
Jazz
where that picture
Festival.
was in Idlewild, I
Jazz
can tell by the
Fest-
trees.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion, we approve Sandy Factor and her jewelry for Village Fest.
Thank you very much.
Even the just.
I didn't see the
I
bracelets.
just wanna
I'm
ask
sorry, I
one
didn't even
thing.
see them.
I mean, do you want me to just have things there that
I
I've
think
done
so.
75%? I can do whatever you want me to do.
Because these, she buys these and she just puts the stone on.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'll put the
You
stones
just
in.
glued the stone on the,
So I
Well, I'll
don't
make
think
the
these do.
stone, but I'll.
After she's cut it and
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
tub
Your
it.
others don't, well, those other ones are so,
May I see them?
well, if
Yeah.
the
Sure.
the stones are fused together, where
But see,
she
those
created
stones
the
are
design
raw.
out of it.
Those
These
aren't like
aren't.
stones I
Right.
bought and stuck in
Right,
there like
right.
some people do. I mean, they're raw stones. Like that's boulder opal right there. The amber one actually has a bug in it, which was.
see, the only
kinda-
thing we have is we have people that come and say, well, I can get that bracelet,
I see.
you see?
Well,
And if
whatever.
it's something you make
It's an
that's
old
an
book.
original,
Okay, some-
That's why on the
Because how long
jewelry.
can it
one-
give you to
Nothing.
set up? Usually it
See what
takes
you
me
mean.
3 hours to set up,
It's a
so if
weird
I only
thing.
had to set up half
3
my
hours?
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have like 600 pieces of
3
jewelry.
hours. Whoa.
So
I saw
if
you
I
were
only
3
had to set up
Holy
the
cow.
pieces that I absolutely made like
Did
100%
someone,
of
these
it.
are real hand-done looking casts.
Yeah, like I would get those, they had like the old turquoise, the Indian turquoise, I'd take the stone out, and then that one has Chinese turquoise in it, which was raw. I cut it and polish it to fit the thing, and all the stones in that other bracelet as well. Like that inlay one that's going around, or went around the animal. Yeah, that about killed my fingers. It's teeny.
Mhm. It's a lot of work.
But
You purchased this
I
bracelet.
purchased the bracelets, I'll go to pawn shops, whatever.
You didn't even put this on, fuse this on top? You just came
No,
just like this?
no, but I am gonna be doing some silver work, so when I do my own silver work, then I can add that onto it.
Yeah.
But if you don't feel comfortable with things like that, cause that's about 50%, not 75.
Yeah, we need to hit the 75%.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, see, if
Yeah.
anybody
It's
can
less to
get,
set
if
up.
anybody can get a piece like this, that's the first thing they,
Right, but not with tanzanite in it, I can bet you.
well, no, probably
But,
not
yeah.
No, but the
that.
casts
But your
themselves
other
to make the
ones,
bracelets.
these are so much different
I
than your other
understand,
ones.
I understand.
So anything I
And that's
think
fine.
you cast and make, isn't that right? And
The casting
the
or
other stones are
the
so
wire
interesting.
wrapping,
wire wrap.
Yeah, like, these were intarsia pieces that I cut all these stones.
And with the way you do the intarsia pieces at VillageFest, your jewelry's going to stand out from others simply
It's
because of
different.
your stonework, and your casts are very
Lapidary.
raw. Your lapidary, your
Yeah.
casts are very raw, and it's gonna the bracelets.
I
They
understand.
look completely different.
And I only have maybe 20 bracelets out of 600 pieces of jewelry, so, I'll go through everything and see, okay, that's not 75%, leave it home. I'll do it at a different show.
Well, I appreciate your honesty.
No, I mean, this is not, I'm not quitting my day job, you know what I'm saying?
Well, intarsia is something you never see. And,
The therapy job is what makes the money so that I can buy all these,
Yeah.
all right, so
not cheap.
So
I'm
be
doing
careful,
it.
it's, a lot of people tend to, every once in a while, they accidentally slip that old piece in there that.
No, I will go through.
We
all
trust
of it.
that you
Not a
wouldn't do
problem.
that.
Not a problem.
You have to go through therapy if you did that.
Like on this ring, I didn't make the ring, but there's a heck of a lot of work in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where
but-
you've laminated the stones together,
Yeah.
and that's gonna
But
fly.
that's still not like her other ones.
Well, yeah, that's all.
I think you should just do the ones that you do all.
Okay.
The ones where you buy it and just put the stone in. I don't think so.
Not do that, but, if, this has 3 stones.
Oh, well, that's
And
different.
then I bought this part though,
Mhm.
is that okay?
Yeah,
And
but you
that's
made
it.
the stones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
from
that's
raw
fine.
rocks.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, but it's okay to have like a little.
Yeah, because,
Yeah, that's good.
you did the rock.
Yeah, the main part.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's, motion?
now I'll make a motion that we approve Sandy Factor and her jewelry for VillageFest. Everything that's hand done, 75%.
Gotcha.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oppose? None opposed? Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I go there to get the license? Is that in the same building?
Symbolic Creations?
Hello,
Hi.
my name is Scott Ernest, and I hand make wind chimes from drum set cymbals. I'll pass you a sample of one of my pieces. Now what I do is,
Thus the
Sorry.
symbol case.
is I buy cymbals from drummers after they've broken or cracked them. This is what they look like when I first get them. It'll have a chunk missing out of it or maybe some cracks around it. I'll go through and clean it up and draw these sketches on it. And then I cut them out with a Dremel tool.
I know.
Are you displaying these anywhere else?
No,
Doing any
well,
other
I work
shows?
other shows mostly up north, around San Francisco.
Really cool.
Those are
Good.
pictures of my workshop and me making the cymbal and, making the wind chime and assembling them.
They have a very nice sound, don't they?
Yeah,
You
it's
could-
interesting. I mean, I read the application. I was really intrigued
Yeah.
to see what it was.
I actually hear that a lot. A lot of people haven't seen things like these before in art shows that I've worked at.
How do you cut them?
With a Dremel, which is a small handheld drill that has like a cut-off wheel on the end of it.
Mhm.
So you can, gets to about 30,000 RPM where a regular drill goes to like 1,500.
How many styles do you have, or will you have?
I have about 60 different models.
So just
Uh,
real variety.
Yes, I have a photo book if you care to look through that.
But you get different tones with different sizes of cuts and
Different
shapes.
size, depending on how thick the cymbal is, how it's made. There's different types of cymbals, like a ride cymbal or a crash or hi-hats. And even two cymbals that are the identical model and size and brand, each one is made a little different. And so each one has its own sound.
Yeah.
Did you want to see the photo book?
Yes, just a little bit. And you keep them all just kind of the natural? Or you
Yeah,
stain
well-
some of them, or?
Usually I buy them and they're really filthy, so I clean them up and shine them and polish them so that they'll look pleasing.
Quite quickly.
Sometimes I'll experiment with different cleaners to give it more of a multicolored look or almost a rusty look. But
How
that's
long have you been doing this?
about a year and a
Mhm.
half.
So where's your connection to get the cymbals? You go to music stores or
No,
back of
I'm a
concerts?
drummer.
I was
I'm a
wondering
drummer,
that. I
so
was
that's where I
wondering that.
started. Was my
Yeah.
own batch of cymbals.
Yeah.
Drummers will crack them, and you hate to throw them away because they're like $200. And plus, there's that thought, well, maybe I'll need this sound sometime, but you never do. You throw them in the closet. And when I buy them from drummers, I'll usually buy like 30 cymbals from one guy, and I'll go to rehearsal studios around Los Angeles, and it's nothing to buy 30 or 60 cymbals.
I've learned something new. I never knew a cymbal
Do
cracked.
you have any famous
Did you?
ones that you could
No, I
sell
have
as
no idea.
Ginger Baker's?
I mean, you must be. I mean, these are the Will Wild drummers.
Yes, it is. It's rock drummers mostly.
Yeah.
Jazz drummers buy cymbals and hang on to them for the rest of their lives.
And do you ever get
They
like
don't hit
famous
'em that
people's
hard.
cymbals? I mean,
No,
do any
it's
that...
it's funny that you would mention Ginger Baker, though. I do have a symbol of his, or a symbol that he autographed, which I'm not going to be cutting that.
No, no.
Why
But-
not?
Well, you might make a lot of money on different pieces.
Well, then I get those people who are like, well, how do I know this is Ginger Baker's symbol? How do I know it's his autograph? But what famous drummers do is they get their cymbals for free from the manufacturers. So when they crack them, they send them back to the factory.
Oh, that's no good.
I know.
That'd be
The
fun to
most
have.
famous drummer that I've had is a man named Hunt Sales, who is Soupy Sales' son. And he played with David Bowie for a while. So
Oh, that's cool.
that
Oh,
was,
I think
that's
these are. I
the
think
most
these are very
famous one that I
appropriate.
have.
Yeah, nice.
That's why you broke
Cool.
the cymbals.
Yeah.
Noise is it.
Would you like to see more samples? I have some more here.
That's enough
I
samples,
think.
I
I
think.
think.
No, I think
I think they look very good to me. I make a motion that we accept
Symbolic.
symbolic creations under the rules and regulations of VillageFest.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None opposed? Welcome.
Thank you
Good
very
luck.
much.
Very clever.
Thank you.
You get the symbolic symbol. symbolic.
Thank you.
I like it.
I couldn't resist.
Took a
That's
minute,
a good
but
name.
we caught it. Good name.
Thank you.
And I learned that symbols crack.
Yeah,
I
you didn't
didn't.
think.
Well, the
yeah.
way you
That's-
see someone pound on them, no
Yeah.
wonder. Yeah.
That's what made me think of Ginger Baker, the way he beats on 'em.
He's one of my favorite drummers.
Glinda's Crafts.
I know, there
You
no
look
way
good.
right in
Wait till
front
I get
of
my
you.
camera.
Can you hold that while the powder flash goes on?
Hi. I'm Glenda. This is my husband, Michael.
Hello.
Hi.
We do ceramics. Here's some pictures.
People are really being good today with bringing pictures, aren't they? Elaine must have reminded them.
These are just some of the stuff we have, but and I pretty much specialize in Native American more than fairies and the other stuff that there is out there right now.
Aw, we like the cat.
Huh? Oh, you like my cat?
Do you make these molds yourself?
No, no, we don't.
It's
This-
greenware?
It's we buy the molds from the gear products, all the companies, and then we make them at home.
You paint them at home?
We
Or
make-
what you mean
we
make them?
We green, we pour
There's
it,
a
we
pour
clean
table
it.
in there. This is called a pour table.
But the,
Am I close?
when you
Right
make,
there. There's
you
a
don't
pour
make
table
any of the
inside there.
molds.
It's
The
all the
molds are
clay.
not
You
made
mix
by
the
us,
water,
no.
the clay, all the ingredients in there, and it mixes it for you. It's a
Okay, then you pour it into the
We
molds.
pour
and
it,
then
we
you pour it
clean
into the
it,
molds.
fire it.
Okay.
You let it set, then you have to dump the molds
Right.
in the clay at east to the sides of the mold.
Did you guys make the molds, or you said you bought the molds?
No, we buy the molds from the companies.
Okay.
Then you put the
And then it comes
plaster in,
greenware,
plaster
then you-
Paris.
from right
No,
here,
it's clay.
Clay.
You
you
mix the
clean
clay.
the greenware.
And then you pour it in the mold,
you'll
and
fire it
afterwards
after
you
it's
let it
clean, and
sit
then
there
it'll
for a
be
while,
bisque.
like about
And
30
it'll
to,
be like this,
depends
and
on how
then
big the
it takes
mold
it
is.
from there.
Then you clean
she'll
it on the
paint it.
sides, on the lines, and then you wait days for it to dry up, and then you fire it. You fire it if it's on bisque, and you're, like, for example, this is bisque, we just paint it in acrylics. If it's glazed, it's double firing. So that's how you get the shining. And we also have, we have scented crystals that we do.
It's like a potpourri.
Yeah, the scented, potpourri.
Want to smell?
Normally with
Alright. I've already did it.
the greenware, we normally don't accept it unless you've made the mold. Unless, if the board feels that with the painting on it supersedes them not making the mold, would qualify it. Which is, it's a lot of work on the painting, you know,
Oh, there's a lot of work
the
involved.
pots become a canvas, basically.
Hmm.
So, you know,
Are there pictures?
what I'm trying to say.
Are there pictures of them painting them?
No.
I took the pictures, so they're just pictures of where they work.
I just think we have worked hard on the present, that we do not do this. They're done very nicely, your painting. But if there's something original that you've done, an original mold, then they do qualify, because they get so out of hand, these type. I just don't think we should start. But I'm not the only one, so don't pack up yet.
I'm ready to go.
And I don't know about the scents. Don't we have quite a few of those scents?
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Okay.
Lots. So I don't know. Is any,
Too opinionated.
What about the incense? I didn't have incense on.
No, we didn't bring the incense.
I mean, the painting is like painting on. It's what she paints on. But I mean, what is? I don't know. It's a tough one. It's kind of. I see Dan's point, but there's a lot of work in the painting, and that's what
Yeah,
she's.
there's a lot of work involved. It takes hours to paint pieces like this.
What does something like
It
that
takes
sell
people
for?
to appreciate it too. I
What
mean,
does that
just,
sell for, that,
you know.
that bottle?
It's not, it's $45. And I do sell them at the powwows, and my Native American girls are very well. But I understand.
I'll make a motion, we deny.
I second it.
Linda or Mike?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None?
Sure.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
It's all right.
Just if you like what you have, just come to the powwows.
Oh, I think they would do very well there in some circumstances, but
Yeah, we do really well there. So it's all right.
They do. Thank you.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Glenn Morris,
Pictures.
Glenn Morris,
Thank you.
Joseph Cathy,
I'm not Kathy Joseph, I'm Raymond Joseph. My wife is coming right behind me.
okay.
Hi.
We work together, we're a team, and Catherine's been an artist for 30 years, and she paints live. These are just a couple of samples. I got this one sideways here, what she does.
I
And
do them on canvas and on paper, and our paper ones are displayed on the foam board like this.
here's pictures of her painting live, and there's a picture of our booth. We've done art shows up in San Francisco, Marin County. And, here's a piece you can look at. Really nice stuff. She does traditional, bright, bold, contemporary colors as well as abstract style of art. I don't know if you want to pass this around and look at it. But the people really like watching Catherine paint live. They stand around and watch her paint. And a lot of times parents bring their kids who are aspiring to be artists, and they love sitting there watching her. She's taught art in college.
No, it's okay. That one was small enough.
So, you know, it's original artwork. It's fantastic. Sells very well. We have a lot of fun with the people. And we like what we saw. We came down here and checked your festival out. It looked like fun. And we've done these type of things before. And we'd like to do it down here. This is a portfolio if you want to look through that. You can see some of Catherine's work through there as well. Some of the abstracts and so on.
would you be painting in your booth here at the show?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah, she paints live.
Kind of
kinda-
adds a touch to it.
Yeah, and it's a good attention getter too when the artist is actually painting. I've actually sold a lot of pieces. I've sold the same piece 6 times because she'd be painting it, and somebody would buy it, and then somebody else would buy it. So we would tell them this piece is already sold, but we can do another one similar, not exactly the same. So we did 6 pair of street scenes one time, you know, and so people like that. They like to see the artists working. They like to see them
Oh, yeah, they like
and meet the
that.
artists and so on. And a lot of times we don't force people to buy our art, but they'll ask us, can you bring the piece over to my house? And we do that. We'll go to their home and we'll put it up on the wall, see how it looks like, and, you know,
Mhm.
we have a lot of fun with the people, and so they appreciate meeting Catherine. And we see in your artwork there's a lot of nice artwork, but we think ours is right in there with some of your best artists there, so.
A fine presentation.
Thank you. Been at it for a long time.
Everybody brought good pictures today.
What other events have you done?
Well, Marin County up near San Rafael there, We've
This is
done the
good.
San Rafael Festival, we've done the Marin County, the wine, they had wine festivals and things like this. We basically we'll do art show, openings in art galleries around the country, type of thing, and, you know, but when we're in California, we like to do the art shows here. So we're down in the area. We'll be here for the winter, and no sense in leaving this art sitting our. We
Yeah.
want people to see it and buy it.
I'll make a motion that we approve Catherine Joseph and her art for Village Fest.
I second
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None opposed?
Thank you.
Welcome.
You bet. Thanks a lot.
Rocking Horse.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is Les Hartness. Actually, it's the Rocking Horse guy. I couldn't actually bring one here because there's only one and he weighs 1,200 pounds. So I've got some pictures in his first two outings in the public. Pictures aren't of the highest quality because they were both in really low light situation. Yeah, my camera doesn't deal too well with low light, but we take people for rides and they love it.
So is it the rocking horses similar to the ones at the like Renaissance fairs?
Well, the Renaissance, I am the rocking horse guy at the Renaissance fairs, but this horse has never been to one. Those three that I've been doing those for the last 3 years are in my garage. They're for sale. And that one was finished just a few weeks ago. My second one will be finished in about 2 months. And I will be at the Renaissance Fair here in Palm Springs in March with the two of them.
Have any of you seen these horses in
No.
action? Well, they're based on a ride of ancient times where there was no electricity, and they're just huge rocking horses that you sit on and get rocked.
They're human powered. These are quite a bit bigger than the ones that.
So you give it a push and it just keeps going, or what's the?
No, I keep
It's like
pushing.
You have to keep rocking.
It's a very physical workout for me.
Huh.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I
So
But
what
there's-
you're
You
doing
would think
is
it was
the
very
ride, the ride
Yeah,
was
entertainment.
the
Just selling a
entertainment.
ride.
Yeah,
The
you're-
entertainment.
Ride, yeah.
Well, it sounds very,
Well, it's
Yeah, I
not
can't wait to
it's
see
not
it.
a kiddie
Well, I
ride.
know, but I'm just saying.
But
like,
it's kids can ride and kids
You're not
really
trying to
enjoy
sell
it.
the
But
horses.
I basically aim it towards adults because kids get to ride anybody's rocking horses. I have the only ones that adults can ride, and there's
and
there's
how much
no
do you
wait
charge for a ride?
$3 normally at Renaissance fairs.
And then how long does $3 go?
If there's nobody waiting in line, it goes for as long as I'm enjoying myself. That's what I tell the people. It's just
I'm tired of
I'm
pushing
tired of
you
pushing
off.
it off.
there's a lot of interaction with the customers, and I'm basically doing this for fun. I haven't made any
Well,
money with
seems
these
fun.
So are these laminated plywood?
yet. Yeah,
That's what that is?
yeah. A year ago, last September, that horse was 23 sheets of plywood in my garage.
Oh, he's much cuter.
Did you
this
make
way.
it?
That's
I
for
built
sure.
it, and my wife carved it.
Oh, really?
And like I
Well,
say,
that's
we're
great.
almost done with the second one right now,
Huh.
which is a little bit smaller, quite a bit lighter because I learned a lot about hollowing them out. That one, like I say, is about 1,200 pounds, and it's a real workout to rock them for 3 or 4 hours.
Do you put anything around the ground if somebody falls off?
I've never had anybody fall
Liability-wise?
off that I didn't catch. That's what I'm there for. Basically, they're on a wooden stage, and the old rocking horses that I have in my garage have been around for 14 years. We've never let anybody fall off yet, and I do have $5 million liability insurance. But at the Renaissance fairs, we have people that get severely drunk, and I've had
Seen
to
'em.
catch a few of them coming down, and I figure that's part of the job.
These are on a stage. You're not rocking right on the asphalt street.
No, the asphalt would tear the rockers up because they're
I thought
they're
the other
plywood
way.
also.
I was worried about the other way around.
No, I have to. No, it wouldn't harm the asphalt. But no, I build a 7-foot wide, 11-foot long stage,
And it's
wooden,
level?
and it's leveled up because if it's not on level ground, they do
Right.
move around.
I was going to say, yeah.
The events that those pictures were taken at, I just pulled up and parked my trailer that the horses carried around on and gave rides right on the trailer because one of the events was at the parade, the Christmas Lights Parade in Yucca Valley in December. And we rocked the horse with 2 people on it, on the trailer, going down the road in the parade, which was a new experience also on a moving stage.
Well, I look forward to seeing it for sure. I make a motion to approve the rocking horse guy.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None?
We'll see you soon.
All right, thank you.
Sounds interesting.
Rock on.
That's my motto.
Now, is there any way you could do any kind of harnessing, say if a little child's on it or something, that you could strap them in on
If
it?
you've got somebody who's a small child who, isn't, I don't trust to hold on their own, or if somebody's afraid, they'll get up there but they're nervous, I stand up on the rockers.
Okay.
So I've got one hand in front of them, one hand behind them, and the person's right here. And I've never had any problems. I've had kids 3 weeks old. I've had people 80 years old. I've picked people up out of wheelchairs and put them on the horse at Renaissance fairs. And I've taken a 11-year-old boy for a ride that had no motor functions whatsoever. He didn't even have expressions on his face. But his dad said he could look in his eyes and tell that he was enjoying it.
Yeah.
So.
Because
and
we
we're
are in
real-
one of the Sioux capitals of the world here.
Yeah, we're real
Palm
careful.
Springs.
I mean, I realize that anybody
Speak for
getting hurt would probably
yourself.
put me out of business. So, thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
good luck. Tech design. Tech design. Mark Anderson.
He's not coming.
Okay.
Right.
Madison Street produce.
My name is Frank Bailey, and I'm my partner grows produce at the corner of Highway 111 and Madison, and we have a fruit stand there that we right now. Our big item is strawberries. Now, after seeing some of the presentations, I feel woefully unprepared because I don't have any pictures. But what we would be selling is fresh produce. It's the same type of produce that we sell there in the fruit stand. And one thing that we claim is that we have the sweetest strawberries in Southern California because we allow them to stay on the plant longer, and so that when we pick them, they're not for the market, they're to sell and for somebody to take home right then. And so that's we would right now we would have strawberries. Later on, as the weather warms up, we would have our big item would be sweet corn, but we also have beans. Right now we have romaine lettuce, broccoli, and cauliflower. So, and it would be only fresh produce.
And it's all grown right there, huh?
It's grown right here in
And no
India.
samples, huh?
No, no.
Big strawberries are.
No, I should have
Can you
brought
come
a
back
tray of
next week?
strawberries.
No, you'll learn.
Yeah.
No, well, that's one thing that we plan to provide samples at the VillageFest if we're approved.
We have room for more
Yeah.
produce.
Well,
When we, at Sequoia Orchards, he's not here.
Well, and then these are growing just right here, so
Yeah.
that's
Right.
really
Be
great.
nice to have
Well, I
some
went
local.
through this
It's-
before he came, there's three spaces.
I make a motion that we accept Madison Street produce.
I'll second it.
Good.
Okay.
We'll both
I-
second
Scott
it.
wins.
Come by, come
I
by.
have a motion in 2
Thur-
seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Well, come by
Opposed?
Thursday
None?
night and get some samples.
Well, now there's a
We're-
first.
We're gonna be there with our strawberries.
We'll
The
be
farmer's
there.
market
Thank you.
guy gets approved with no samples. I gotta tell you, you guys are really.
Slacking.
Well, I really didn't know what to expect.
We're gonna have
but
strawberry Sundays Thursday night.
I don't know about the Sundays, but we'll have the strawberries. We
Strawberry
only have
margarita.
the fresh produce.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, that's a margarita.
Margaritas, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Mhm. Melissa Pearl. Yeah.
I didn't, I just walked in, I have no idea what to expect or what you guys are asking. I didn't have any awareness that even it was on the air, like, what, is it on television
Oh
or
yeah,
cable or something?
there's about 50,000 people watching you right
I
now.
would comb my hair. I thought it was just some city people. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so I didn't even get to hear anybody do their pitch, but Anyway, these are all original posters that I sell. They're antiques. They're all different here, so I guess I just made it walking in like that. I don't want to hit the mic there. They're kind of large, and what I'll do is I'll hold some up to show you. They're original posters mounted on linen. They're mostly French. I import them directly from France. This is an example of one from the 50s, early 50s.
Cute.
Yeah, nice.
Do you do other shows at this time?
Excuse me?
Do you do other shows at this time?
No. Other shows in general? Yes.
Yeah. So how do you
Oh, I thought you
display
meant the
these?
time.
They're so large.
Okay, the way that I do it is I have a 10 by 10 tent,
Mhm.
a pop-up tent, and tables, and I hang them with clips. I hang some samples, and then I have a large, like 8 by 8 of tables, and they're.
Oh, and you can kind of look through them?
I move them side to side the whole time.
Right.
Like that. So it's good exercise. So this is from the 20s, for example, this one.
So almost all of them that you have are old.
Yeah.
They're all old.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
antiques.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
They're all
Must be
antiques, they're all
100 years
original.
to be
They're not,
antiques.
I don't sell
Or-
reproduction.
Well,
This is
Is that
a
what we're
really,
saying?
1940, so basically, everything you would be able to sell would be 1940 or earlier
oh, okay.
to fall into
Oh, okay.
a antique
I thought it was
category.
50s, but anyway, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that one was 50s, but that's 20s, that's 30s. This is from about 1915, just to give you an example. The chemin de fer is the train line that traveled through Europe, and these would be travel posters showing different regions, Normandy excursions. This is from about 1915. I got this directly from a train conductor who had been collecting them for many years. So,
So your pricing is between $80 and $1,200?
yeah.
Okay.
Like what would that sell for? Or
This one's 800. It's an expensive mid-size one. The larger one's also 800. This one here is 1,200. It's actually the only really super high-end piece. And then I have small ones. This is from 1937. This is motorcycle thing. This is 200. I have littler ones that are less. So this is a cute one. Anyway,
those are very appropriate.
Yeah.
what'd you say?
They're very appropriate.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Nice.
Did you see I just walked out?
Pit, pit.
That was good timing. Okay.
Well, I'll make a motion. We approve Melissa Pearl and her posters for VillageFest.
Thanks. You guys are tough.
Do I have a second?
I don't like these.
Do I have a second?
Why are you looking at me?
I'll second it.
I'm on the. You can't second.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you can second, you just can't make a motion.
Well, we're not- we're
Oh,
not
the rules have
paying
changed now, have they?
attention.
Make them up as we go.
Is that how it is?
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
All right, guys, you gotta go one way or the
Okay.
other.
On the
What's
fence?
the issues, yeah.
Is there
Are
discussion?
there questions? I mean, I'm happy to
Wait,
answer
yeah,
any
wait a
questions.
minute.
Sorry.
Okay.
Dan's the art guy.
What's your reservations?
Well, I just think, do you allow art galleries to come out and display artwork on the street?
I'm not a gallery.
Well,
Well, what
you're like
they
a
are,
gallery.
they're antiques.
They're not antiques. It has to be 100 years old to be an antique.
Well,
Am I right or wrong on that one? I'm not sure.
what
Okay,
what
wait a
I am
minute.
just asking the question
According
is,
to our book, it's 1940, so they're not antique, they're not, if it's, right, if it's 100 years for antiques, they're not
Right.
antiques, but.
oh no, I'm very well aware that these
They're vintage.
these posters are vintage and they're very popular.
Like the Hawaiian
We'll see
Anna,
free.
the Hawaii Anna
Is that what
guy
it says?
is there, you know.
Okay, that's what we have
Yeah.
written. Okay.
Okay.
Just to
No,
clarify
I
how the rules
know.
are.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
40.
So
But
it's
what I'm just saying is she is not an artist. She is here representing like a gallery herself.
Well, these were like the old fashioned graphic artists.
No, these are sold in galleries.
I understand, but.
I have them.
Right.
People buy these and sell them. Galleries do. So all I'm saying is,
Antiques are sold in antique shops.
yeah, no. Well, I'm not saying I love them. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, but
what
by
I'm
the rules, I mean,
what I'm
go ahead.
saying to them is, this is something that you are like a gallery.
I'm not a gallery. I don't have a gallery. I don't have a shop. I sell primarily
Well,
at fairs all
but
over the
you,
place.
but what you do, you're not selling your own work, and you are not selling a artist's work that we get.
But that's your arts and crafts category. You have an antiques category, which I asked a lot of questions about, which are antiques.
Vintage, I guess. you might
Well,
call it.
your definition of antiques was pre-40s or 50s, so according to your thing, so.
Well, I think they would
The-
fit that. I think they would fit that as
Well, that's
long-
the allure to me. The allure to me is the antique quality, the vintage quality of the art, not that it's just a poster. Like the Hawaiian.
It's not the,
Yeah, that
the
guy
this
selling
is
all
a
those
whole different
Hawaiian
thing.
things.
But that's my opinion. So.
Okay, well,
So
I just want you to be
I
aware
understand what
of
you're saying fully.
What I'm saying is that is what you have here.
What? It's not arts and crafts that I made, but I thought there was another
No.
category, that's all.
That's not the issue exactly.
No,
Okay.
you're not, it's not.
Okay. I don't understand, but you guys' decision.
So this will be under the division of collectibles.
Right, pre-1940.
But
Okay.
isn't there some provision it has to be in a book as well, or is that under the books, or?
She's
That's
not going
for-
under collectible, she's going under the
Yeah, see,
pre-1940.
collectibles.
Oh, that's the
right
one.
here.
Okay,
That's
you're
the one
right.
she's going
I just
under.
want to make sure that she is put under that category.
Under which, the
Right.
antiques then?
And collectibles of whatever, they're vintage.
Yeah, that's called vintage instead
Yeah.
of antiques, because she's
So which
right.
one is it?
Because we're not having her,
How are you gonna have it?
that's what I think you should be under.
Vintage, pre-1940.
Yes.
By the way,
Yeah.
just for the record, I am an artist, I'm just not selling my own art, because I'm sort of chicken, so I'm selling these French artists.
Well,
No, but see,
No,
we-
seriously,
we
I know,
run
I
in-
know, I know,
jump
but
in,
just
huh?
so you know, I'm not
We
like, you
run
know.
into this all the time, so I just want to make sure that you're under that category.
Whatever works for you guys.
Okay,
Okay, now,
all right.
do the vote.
Well, how do you differentiate? I mean, do you have a book that you go by about when these were produced?
A lot of these
Or-
have dates on them.
They do have dates on them.
Some do. Well, some do, some
Okay.
don't, yeah. And then some artists are known to have worked in certain periods of time and.
And you're an expert on that.
What?
So you're an
I've been
expert
doing
on
this
that
for
stuff.
10 years,
So
yeah.
you got it under
Yeah.
And
control.
she's from
Okay.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, the tycoon from LA down here.
Yeah.
They always say that, well, I
Tycoon.
can go to LA and get that.
Oh,
So we'll have it here.
I have a story. You probably.
I know. I just wanted it under that category because I think it'd be
I
better-
completely
better
understand what
for
you're
us.
saying. So
I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yes.
You don't get a bunch of posters out here. I know.
Yes.
So
And
everybody's
these-
comfortable?
Yeah, these are different. Okay.
So we had a first and a motion and a second. I'll take roll call again. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None opposed, welcome.
Thanks. Yikes.
Well, you didn't have to
Hey,
sit
we're in
through
good
it all
mood
like
too
the rest
today.
of them.
I know. Good timing.
see you at
Thanks,
Village
you guys.
Fest.
Bye.
Do you have a,
If anybody out there in TV land, this is a good indication that we are one board member short. We need 5 for a tiebreaker. So we're still have a position open for a jeweler, and it could be a deciding vote sometimes. So if anybody out there, sign up.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was gonna say. We're one short of a full load or
All right.
something.
Richard Lopez.
Dear.
Good evening. This is my wife Cheryl. I'm Richard. This is just some of the ware that I make.
You ready for us?
That's a little heavy to pass around.
Did you make those cactus?
God did. I work for God.
But the pots.
I make the pots, I do the painting, I do the glazing, I do the firing. That's,
So you hand spin the pots and all that?
yeah.
It's not greenware?
She's got pictures of,
All
exactly.
right, all right, we're on a roll.
Everything's custom made.
And your customers even get a plant in their pot, huh?
There's a large variety of the stuff that I do that have plants because I am a plant freak. And I have lots of different styles of wind chimes, my own design. Don't think you'd ever see anything like it.
Nope, haven't. Nice.
And they're all handmade beads by me. They're all put together by
Well, not all
me.
of them. These are plastic.
Isn't it funny that you brought a teepee?
Why is it funny?
That's a variety of incense burner that I make.
I know, but the other lady just had a teepee. Remember?
But this is all your own
She didn't
cast,
make it.
your own
She
There's
didn't
no
make it.
molds?
No, but
cast.
this
I
is a
make
real
this
cheap
for
piece.
raw material.
Oh, I can see that now that you're
I
saying
do my
that.
own sculpting.
No, see, you know, we had a greenware, and this is a real, I like my teepee to open on the water.
Picture.
It's like it's been
Sure,
done.
one thing.
Yeah, it does. Oh.
Oh, that's my favorite one.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
figured.
It has the resin underneath.
Whoa.
And I have other things that I make. I have statues I make. I have boxes that I make.
What is your booth predominantly? Is it the pots with the plants, or is it just a real variety?
It's probably 75 pots with plants, and the rest are a variety.
So, like this one on the end, what is this, what do you sell that for?
I'd probably sell this one around $35.
35 and that one?
Probably 40. This one's
That's been
a little more
used.
time
Sounds
painting.
like a very good.
And this about 30, 35, right around there. I have a lot of larger ones, smaller ones. It's just I need to see all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nice.
What other shows do you do now?
actually, I'm new. I'm
Oh.
a new artist. I am. This is my second attempt, and I'm looking forward to it. We come out here all the time to the fair, and I took up ceramics for as an artist to make a living about a year ago.
Do you sign them on the
Yes.
bottom?
Mm-hmm. Pops.
Oh, that's Pops.
Yeah, Pops Pottery. My grandchildren named me. So that's the name they get. Yep. And all the plants are in good shape. I've had them, most of them well over 2 years. So they're well adjusted to the pot that they're in. You see a lot of the cactus dishes that you might see at your office squares where people sit. They got their little cactuses in there. I make those dishes also.
Are you lining the inside of them with, so
With
they don't
glaze?
leach through?
It depends upon the plant. If you have a cactus plant, you wouldn't want to. You'd want it to breathe.
Breathe, right.
Or any plant. I have a lot of plants, cactus, succulents.
Thanks.
Oh, 9.
I sell from my house on weekends because there's a lot of traffic. I get a lot of good words about I'm not too high in price. They're nice plants. Out here, I know that this is something that might go well. And most of my plants I buy out here, Palm Springs. Take them home, and most of the times I'm making a pot just for that plant. So each plant and each pot is different. There's nothing like it. One of a kind.
What is your pot holders? Did we see those?
Actually, I don't have any pot holders at all.
Okay.
With me.
Because it's on your application
Right.
here.
Oh, pot holders. What I'll do is I'll take the
Oh,
wind chime,
You didn't bring those.
because I had to bring a big pot. I made the wind chime holder to also serve when it's upside down, the pot sits inside.
Okay.
So it also will have beads hanging from it.
So then you can hang it, sort of.
Exactly. Now it becomes a pot holder.
Yeah, right. Makes sense. All right. What's your pleasure?
Well,
Board members?
I make a motion that we accept Richard Lopez Pops under the
Thank you.
rules and regulations of VillageFest.
I'll second it. Or you second it.
It's unanimous second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Welcome.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wade Morrison.
Good evening.
Hi.
It's been
Hi,
sitting there
how are you?
since vacation.
I'm gonna do here, you have to excuse my appearance. I was working today and I didn't know I was gonna be here today, so.
Well, you don't have to get dressed up for us.
Well, still, I had my work clothes on and I was like, What I'm gonna do is pass these around, and as I bring this out, you can all look what I do. I do all my work from scratch. I've been an artist all my life, and I do sculptures, and I also carve crystals. I own the largest crystal mine in the United States right this time of selenite. And I am carving right now.
Are those selenite wings?
Yes, they are.
That's beautiful.
And I'm carving selenite blocks right now that range up to 1,000 pounds and more. And I am going to display, if I'm approved, I have a 500-pound end of the trail. It's an Indian that I've just carved. It's taken me over a year to do it. And,
would you bring that to VillageFest?
we even made a table for it to roll on.
Your selenite mine's out by the lake?
It's in Utah.
Utah?
Mm-hmm.
Were you carving a week or so out in town here?
No, I wasn't. There's many of us.
I saw somebody with a big, probably a 40-foot trailer over on the vacant lot, and they had this kind of stuff, and
Okay.
they're out there carving, and chainsaws going, and
Wow. No, I missed that.
Yeah.
Are any of your pieces small?
Actually,
Huge.
actually, for this fair, I have made up a bunch of feathers and different
small
small
items,
crystal.
bread and butter stuff.
They're small crystal abstracts and feathers, and they range from anywhere from $50.
well, something like this go.
Well, actually, I haven't even
Roughly.
priced her yet. I just got done finishing her, and she'll probably run about $1,200.
A lot of work in
Yeah.
there.
Otherwise, I won't sell it.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of different pieces like her in this size that are mixed with crystal and wood, because I am doing a lot of combination. I like the effect,
Right.
the two together.
Yeah.
I do too. I
Nice.
think that's really nice.
It's something different. I'm trying to create something new.
Is the base, like where her body goes into the wood, is that selenite also around there?
This is selenite on the top, and this is walnut.
It's very nice. I didn't notice the selenite
Is this in Utah?
there.
No, that is in Colorado Springs. I owned a large gallery in Colorado. I've had 7 stores,
Mm-hmm.
and at this time I have no store. Because I am now located back to Yucca Valley, which I'm from. But I've been gone from almost 20 years, from Lake Tahoe all around the United States, opening stores. And I am semi-retired right now. I came back to retire, and I don't think I'm going to be able to retire. So.
Pardon?
Anyone wants to see this one?
Oh, she wants to see this one too?
And I do
I
have
make a
pic-
motion that
there
we
is pictures
approve.
of the mine in there. and,
Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't see this one. Can I see this one?
I think you have great things, yeah. Wade Morrison, wood sculptures.
And
I second.
crystal carving.
Yeah, crystal.
I do a lot of
and
different
and that
stones,
crystal
too.
mountains, how they're just, you just slice them
We
up.
peel them out. It's a lot of
Wow,
work.
Selenite
great.
mines. They're huge.
It's the largest
What are they,
deposit
like-
ever found in the United States.
That's just so cool.
Selenite's a
with you
very
with the
soft-
inside.
Big slabs?
And where
just
where
big
is that?
blades.
Where you have a
Big
Excuse me?
blades.
Where is that?
It's in Utah.
In Utah?
Mhm.
That tool belt was cool.
I
man.
just
Guy
never
with a
realized
chainsaw.
that.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None opposed? Welcome.
Thank you.
They're
Good luck.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
I hope it goes well in Colorado. I mean,
One way or
in
the
Palm
other.
Springs.
Yeah.
I think it'll fit in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, yeah, it's a good,
I like
Yeah.
your little bears with the sayings.
Yeah.
I do have a few bears I am going to bring Thursday.
Those are really cute.
Yeah.
But I'm trying not to do bears anymore. I hate them.
But they're so cute.
Yeah, but I hate
It's a
them.
girly
Yeah.
thing.
You know, after you've carved 10,000 bears, you
Yeah, I can
He's
imagine.
getting more
I
unique.
know.
Yeah.
A lot of these artists do the bears.
Yeah.
That
It is
is
always
that
a-
that's an angel
Good idea to have the little
or a fairy?
small.
Yeah.
they're very good.
Artistic umbrellas.
I saw the
Yeah,
umbrellas.
these here.
I was just glad you didn't ask me to bring everything in.
Very good. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank
but-
you.
Bye, thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So you just painted a green one?
I'm sorry?
You just painted a green
I'm just
one?
gonna show you what
His
what I
fingers
start
are
by.
green, that's why.
Yeah, yeah, we used to have one there, yeah. Yeah.
And this is one that I painted today. You can see.
So you brought your hands painted instead of pictures?
I also brought pictures right there. I'll send them out right now.
Okay. Thank you.
And that's what I turned them into. This is I have some pictures of me working on them. And I also have a permanent spade at the Street Fair in Palm Desert. So
College of the Desert?
yes, I do.
You see him out there?
Yeah, you've been out there a long time, haven't you, at the street fair?
This is my second season over there.
Oh, was there somebody else there before that? You have
Yeah,
that whole
there
middle
was.
row, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
Paints on bags. She paint on bags.